Good morning, broadcasters. 360 seconds news and commentary for broadcast professionals is on the air. I'm Maria Koladova from TKT. Let's discuss the latest technological news with our respected experts, Philip Grossman and Mary Seidler. Don't forget to give the program a like. Red has launched Super 35 versions of V-RAPTOR and V-RAPTOR XL 8K S35 cameras, both featuring the new S35 sensor. It has the same fast cinema quality sensor scan time as its 8K VV counterpart, which is twice as fast as previous generations while maintaining a wide dynamic range with 16.5 plus stops. These systems are a solution for broadcast productions that strive for more cinematic imagery and final delivery. So, Philip, tell me about this.
Yeah, so as we all know, sensor size is sort of a religious topic in the broadcast and film world. You know, do you go full frame? Do you go Super 35? And I think Red's done a great job at providing solutions for both. The Super 35 tends to be more focused on the broadcast size. In fact, they're using even smaller sensors with the 2/3 inch sensor, but it gives you a lot of flexibility to go both broadcast and film. And I think that their body style, the DSMC3 style, the XL model versus the regular Raptor model, gives a lot of flexibility for broadcasters to make a selection and really have huge dynamic range for more cinematic work, and then be able to flip it over and have wonderful looking imagery for broadcast.
Now moving on to 4A. 4A will head to NAB with a fully NDI-compatible live video production ecosystem. Including among the NDI-supported solutions is the new HVS 190 video switcher. It supports high bandwidth NDI and NDI-HX input and output. So Mary, I know that you were curious about this one as well.
We've talked about this before. We see a lot of companies getting into this space. It's not that's useful for OB vans, for live sports events, but this has uses outside of broadcasting as well, like houses of worship, anything like that. I am a big fan of NDI. I know how easy it is to use, and it's exciting to see yet another product come out with just a total NDI ecosystem. Now, Philip, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at this and it's all NDI, and I know we're also going to talk about SRT. Where do you see each algorithm, each technology, where does it fit into the broadcasting system?
Yeah, it's a great question. One of the things, so I in the past was sort of, I don't want to say anti-NDI. I just thought it had a really a niche market space. I thought in studio distribution it was great. You know, everything has to be 2110. And I think since the release of version 5 of MDI, providing the timing mechanism, which was missing from it, it has really opened up the capabilities of the solution more in a broadcast space. It's inexpensive. It allows you to reduce your cabling. You don't have to go with SDI cabling. You can go with traditional network cabling. It has a little bit of latency, but not bad. So it's really, as you said, it's providing solutions not only for broadcasts and small broadcasts, but for houses of worship and event markets to allow them to really produce professional shows. And then the SRT side, I guess I'm a little bit of a bigot. I'm a wrist person. I think wrist is a better technology on the professional side, but SRT has really come a long way. It is very simple to implement, and the differences between the two are really the NDI is for production of the show or of the performance, where the SRT is really for the distribution. Now, that being said, there's a lot of SRT being used for contribution content. So if we're doing a Remy type production where we've got an OB van located someplace, and the mixing is happening back at a studio, there you're going to use SRT to send the content. But I think once it's within the facility, it sort of gets switched back over to the NDI, which gives you a lot more flexibility. One of the things that I found interesting about NDI is that key and fill is a single signal which quite honestly I didn't know for a long time, but it really makes, again, cabling a lot simpler. So simply put, the SRT really is about that distribution of the signal, or potentially contribution, the transport over long distances, where the NDI is really geared more towards in-house and not necessarily over the internet, although it can be utilized over the internet, and people have done that as well.
All right, now moving over really quickly to SRT, Appear has announced the launch of its hardware-accelerated video transfer technology over the SRT protocol, the open standard that enables media and entertainment organizations to transport high-quality video over cost-efficient internet links. So tell me about that.
Yeah, so the Appear has done some really amazing things with their hardware. Very dense solution. Having this hardware accelerated SRT really drops the latency down. I believe they're less than 5 frames. If their equipment's on either end of that link, I think they can get it even less than that. So it really makes it a great contribution solution.
All right, well, that's all the time that we have today. Many thanks to our experts, Philip and Mary, and don't forget to comment on the news that we've discussed. See you next week.